the issue here is if you really want God to speak to you, man, just get into His Word. I mean, you have 66 books by 40 different authors sitting in your lap that was divinely inspired by the Holy Spirit of God. God speaks to all of us. He speaks to us through His Word. And so just get into the Word. You know He's spoken there. Now, a good place to start in this idea of, hey, I want to hear from God and I want to really be able to hear His voice. Look, there's, a lot of times our attitude is, I want God to speak to me about this specific thing. And that's good. And God will speak to you and He'll give you wisdom and discernment. But here's a far better place to start. How about asking God to speak to you about His general will? Just His general will. God, He wants you to love your wife. He wants you to love your children. He wants you to pray. He wants you to be in the Word. He wants you to be, a faithful witness of His. He wants you to spur one another on towards love and good deeds. He wants you to be, faithful in your giving. And He wants you to be just faithfully obedient to the things that He calls to your attention day by day. These are all part of His general will. And a lot of times, man, if we want to know His specific will, well, how about this? How about if we just get the ball rolling, obeying His general will? I love this saying. It's been said that God can't steer a parked car. And if we will focus on just obeying God in His general will, we will begin to have momentum in our relationship with God. And then what happens is, you'll be amazed, He'll begin to speak to you in ways that you never imagined, as you're just faithful in little, as you're just faithful to be obedient to His general will. And, something else to consider too in this idea of, how God speaks to us is just, are you being obedient to the last thing God told you to do? Because I've seen this, and I have friends that have been through this, but often God will tell us something, and we won't do it. We'll chicken out or whatever it is. And then we expect that God's going to tell us something else to do. And God is like, I already told you what I wanted you to do. And nothing else get nothing else from me. I told you to do this. Now go do this. So a lot of times when we get to that place where it's like, well, Lord, I'm not hearing from you. Well, when we got to get back to the place, well, what was the last thing that He told me to do? I need to be obedient to that.